What are we doing today? Today we are making a tier list, right? Tier list of Zenless Zone Zero characters. If you've been on my channel for any amount of time, you probably know that I like to yap a lot about the designs and shit like that. I yap about that endlessly and I have some hot takes. So I thought I would yap about it and actually make a tier list and then maybe, cut it out into a separate video. Zenless Zone Zero have a lot of unique designs, and it's probably one of my favorite games when it comes to designs of their characters. But it also comes with its own set of problems. One of the main problems is that a lot of designs are just very urban. Like, for example, if you look at the game like Honkai Star Rail or even Genshin Impact or Wuthering Waves, every character has this. Am I out of breath already? I just started the stream, damn. Right, so if you talk about other gacha games, they usually have their own world. Well, this game does also, but it's sort of based on our world, at least a little. And so every design is sort of unique, and you can talk about that unique design. But here, a lot of designs are just generally urban style, so to speak. And it's gonna be a bit hard to rate them. So for example, even if you take the main characters Wise and Bell, their designs are just normal clothing. So what should I rate at this point? They're normal clothing, and some other designs are not even based on the character, but instead it depends on what work they're doing. For example, Zhu Yuan, she doesn't really express herself, her personality through her design, through her clothes, I mean, but it just expresses where she works. So it's once again it's going to be a bit hard to rate. So I wanted to set up a guideline first. So if I put someone in B, it doesn't mean it's a bad design. It just means I think it's like, let's just call it urban design. Urban looks good. Yeah, let's call it that. So that's basically the baseline. So if they're just wearing normal clothes, I probably will just put them in the B tier, because I'm not really good at clothing styles. I can judge designs, but I cannot just judge, a jacket or something like that. It's like, yeah, cool jacket, dude. Let's begin with Wise. So I have the game running. So when we need to look at the, game. Okay, so Vice design, yeah, and this is the perfect representation of what I was talking about. Like, what the fuck do I comment on this design? It's just normal streetwear clothing. Well, let's think about it. Thatcher sounds like, yeah. Who is Vice? So Vice is sort of this, oh yeah, by the way, another thing I forgot to mention, I'll be using this sort of system I came up with. Well, maybe I didn't come up with it, I'm sure this system existed long before, but basically the system is it goes like this. So you have to compact the character and their design, well, not design, they're just the character in 3 words. So who is Wise? Wise is sort of the stoic, calm, collected hacker, right? And so then you look at the design and you try to think, like, does this design reflect this character who is described with several words? And usually if it does, that means that it is a very good design, because only good designs are able to convey this type of, compact character description, in just a single look. So anyway, yes, Vice. Vice is very simple, very urban, very, I would say, there's nothing too special about that. I mean, he has a calculator or something on his back, like, I don't know what that is. He has the loading on his back, but I do think it reflects his personality a lot. Vice is not the person who likes to stand out. As I said, he's more of a calm, collect. Yeah, nerd. Nerd is a good word to describe it as well. Vice looks like a loser. Maybe. He does have a cool hair. Oh, am I getting fucking cock blocked by a granny? Okay, thank you. He does have a cool hair. I do like his silver hairstyle, silver hair, and yeah. I don't really have much to say. He looks good. It's not outstanding, It's probably easy to cosplay as well, which is a plus. He does have a lot of pockets, so that's something Vice would probably do. You can see the pocket here. There's 2 pockets on his on his jacket, on his sleeves as well. Wise would be the kind of guy to have a lot of shit in his pockets. So yeah, but as I'm gonna put Wise in a B tier. Once again, I have to say it again. The B tier doesn't mean bad. It just means it's just normal clothes, and it looks okay. But there's nothing that jumps out at me and says, "Whoa, look at this amazing design." So anyway, yeah, Vice B tier, and probably he will be followed. Why did I open that? And he will probably be followed by Belle. Although Belle maybe placed a little. Oh shit! Yo, boys, close your eyes. That's close your eyes, boys. Can't be seeing this. Yeah, we won't be rating skins for now. Maybe later. Actually, I may place Belle a bit higher. So who is Belle? Belle is sort of this free-spirited, very excitable, very how do I say this? She wears her personality on her sleeve, so to speak, and her design really reflects that. I mean, her jacket is poorly fitted, sort of looks like it's just thrown on her. Her skirt is a bit of a mess. It looks like she either was, in the morning when she was dressing up, apparently she like selected different stockings. So we have stocking on one foot and we have like a sock that you pull up, I think, on the other foot. So whether or not she decided to do it herself or she just woke up and put whatever the fuck she had on hand on her. And they're pretty similar, both are nerds. Yeah, both are nerds, just in a different sort of way. So yeah, the design that she's sort of this free-spirited fella who likes to who expresses herself quite easily. I think it is shown in her design, mostly because of asymmetrical. I'm kind of tempted to place her in A, but I feel like A is already going to sort of amazing design, A for amazing, and I think Belle's design is just good. Do you guys agree with me? So I'm gonna place her ahead of Vice because I do think she looks better than Vice, design-wise. By the way, did you see her goofy run? Like, why does she swing her arms so much? That's funny. It's a shame we don't see her panties. Man, it hasn't even been 10 minutes and already started talking about panties, dude. What the fuck? She wears spats, but I mean, that's okay. Yeah, both are the same tier. Anyway, let's continue. Those were pretty easy. Okay. Sorry you didn't see me placing them. I still not used to switching between the screens. So yeah, the next one is going to be a bit harder. It's Anby. So let's check out Anby real quick. Yes. So who is Anby? So Anby is sort of this calm, stoic, mysterious mercenary with a bit of a silly side to her, especially when it comes to burgers. Now, do we see that in her design? Not really. I think once again, the design is very urban here, but she does have some weird things on her jacket, like those huge buttons. And she apparently is wearing thongs, but judging by those lines over here. Now, once again, I don't think her design is bad. Her design is actually quite iconic because it is used. She's the face of ZZ, basically, at least she was in the 1.0. The problem is her design doesn't really speak her character to me. Like, if she was wearing something else, I wouldn't be like, oh, no, that's not Anby at all, you know. The only iconic thing about her is her backpack, because it looks very unique and recognizable. I'm not really sure what that is. Is it like her V-engine or something? Once again, sort of like Vice and Belle, her design is just good, but I don't think it really tells us anything about her personality. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't know anything about her, if you look at that, like, what do you think first? Well, she's a gal. She likes music. She has headphones on. Or maybe she's listening to feet ASMR. I mean, I do. She does have a bit of a symmetry with double belts on the side. I do like the design. I think it's a recognizable, beautiful design, but I don't think it really speaks Anby to me, to be honest. And by the way, we are talking about the original design because she does have a different design later when we know her backstory. But right now we are discussing her as she was presented to us in the version 1.0. If we are putting her in the A tier, does she look better than Belle? Probably. It has more unique characteristics. It's not. She does wear just a skirt and a jacket, but the jacket does look unique with its sort of things sticking out, and her backpack does look unique. So, yeah, I think I would agree with you. Yeah. Let's. Well, first of all, let's switch windows. Let's place her into A for now, but she'll eventually be like somewhere over here. All right, Nicole. So who is Nicole? Nicole is this sort of social butterfly. She is cunning, you can say, even though she's presented as this sort of scatterbrained girl. I think there's a lot more to Anby that meets the eye. First of all, she's using a very expensive piece of tech, like this the diplomat, or how the fuck the briefcase that she's using. It's actually using the ether, and it looks to be a very dangerous weapon that you don't just stumble upon. Obviously, she didn't create it. So there is more to Anby than meets the eye, but her design as this sort of social butterfly, as this sort of a gal who likes to post things online, is on point. I think Nicole's design is great. And yes, bonus points for the turn up size. She does look very hot. Her poses, where is she? Her poses are very suggestive. Of course, big tits. And speaking of, do you remember me guys talking about Dahlia's beauty mark? That's how you do the beauty mark. You see how it's black and it doesn't draw away from her eyes? It's just there as to be beautiful, to be unique. So there's a lot of unique things about her design. Of course, I like the booty shorts. The Zenless Zone Zero still didn't reach the peaks where the ass jiggles, but it still looks good. Her pink hair, her jacket, the color correction here is amazing. Color correction. The colors here are amazing. You know, the black and whites obviously always look good, but the pink hair really pops. I do like her like heart JoJo style fucking earrings. That's good. She also has a unique streak with her design, with having a bank boo attached to it, which looks very cute. I'm not really big on those like you guys think that like pushes into her skin. Like I don't think that's very comfortable. But like where the fuck does it hook up? Like they don't even line up. Like what the fuck is going on? And I do like how her skin slightly indented from her belt. So yeah, definitely I wouldn't put Nicole in the S tier. I think there are better character designs than Nicole, but she's definitely high A tier color schemes. Her belt is loose. Yeah, it is loose. Well, she has yeah, you mean this belt or this belt? She has double belts. You guys think if you just pull on it a little, you think if you guys pull on this belt like downwards, do you think her entire shorts just fly down? Probably. So Nicole always likes to look beautiful. It is shown in her trailers, and it is shown in her design. I do like that she has several beauty marks. So she has one beautiful beauty mark on her inner thigh. Let's smell it real quick. She has one on her left boob, and she has under her left eye. I do like it. I do like when the developers are really bold with the placement of the beauty marks, and I do think it looks better than Dahlia's beauty mark. Anyway, yeah, she's cute. She's beautiful. I like her. I like how her tits move when she walks. I'm a bit of a goonhead if you didn't realize. By the way, have you noticed? Oh, stop talking, girls. Have you noticed that her bank boo like flails around as she walks? That's kind of funny to see, right? It's like helplessly attached there. Anyway, yeah, I'll be placing her into the high A tier. There's a lot to talk about her design. This is what I'm talking about. This design can actually be discussed. There are things to notice there, you know. So I don't think it's S tier. I think S tier will be left for the most amazing designs that we will see. So we'll go with high A for now. I said high A. She's definitely better than Anby, and she's definitely better than the both siblings. Nicole Dinara is also sort of like the face of the game, almost. Because she appears a lot, especially in the early advertisements. She was everywhere. Yeah, okay. Next one, Nekamata, right? Nekamata. So, here we go. Now, if you know me, and if you watch my streams, you probably think I hate that design, but no, I don't hate Nekamata. I think her design is actually quite good. Now, first of all, who's Nekamata? Nekamata is a street cat, you know, like street rat, but she's a street cat. She's a thief. She is very emotional as well. If you've seen her cutscenes, she shows a lot of emotions on her face, so she's very emotional in that regard. She's also a nekomata, so she's a two-tailed cat, which is a yokai in the Japanese culture, and all of that is shown in her design, which is great. So her yokai part is shown on her sleeves. Do you see those like things? They look something out of the temple or something like that, if you know what I mean. So that's your yokai reference. Her street smarts and sort of being a street cat is shown like all over her body. We see those metallic knives sticking out of her metallic boots. Like, by the way, we don't know if she actually has legs. It could be, prosthetics, because she does have, cybernetic tails. Get the fuck out of the way. She does have cybernetic tails, so she could have cybernetic feet as well, because listen how she sounds when she walks. You hear it? It's like almost creaking. The only thing I dislike about her design, yeah, she's a clanker, is this. I've been talking about it a lot, if you watch my channel, that the fucking like separate sleeves. I never understood it. I never understood why they did. I never thought it looked cool. The only reason I don't really mind it here is because it's not the main focus of her design. The main focus of her design is on her head and on her torso right here. So this part is not really where your eyes moves. First of all, she doesn't have big boobs, so of course your eyes doesn't follow there. I like how she looks. Like when she walks like that, she looks like carefree and happy, like a cat should look. Now, of course, it's all opinion based. I'll of course try to be objective, but it's still gonna be opinion nonetheless. But still, I hope I can at least be a little bit objective. So objectively, I think her design is great. I also get the fuck out of this. Granny is like blocking me for the third time already. I also like how like on the forehead, she sort of forms a triangle here, and she has a triangle tattoo on her forehead. It's actually a shame we don't learn more about Nekomata, because I want to know her backstory. Like, how did she become a cyber ninja? Does she have real legs? What about the yokai thing? Like, is she a yokai? No, it was confirmed that she is a cat Thyren. But then why is like the Nekomata thing? The mystery of the barcode. Yeah, why does she have a barcode on her forehead? But yeah, I also like how her tails look. Like, what do you guys think this is? Like, why is it different color? Like, do you think there's some sort of either energy in there, or is it just decoration? Like, what do you guys think? We don't know. We don't know. I wish we could learn more. Yeah. By the way, she has written Neko on one of her things. This one should say Mata. That would be funny. I also like the. Do you think the ears are also like cybernetic a little? Like she has those things on them. Like there's a lot of mysteries about Nekomata that we don't know about. Oh, this granny again. This is gonna be a nightmare. I need to change locations. I should go to the beach or something. Anyway, Nekomata is going straight into the A tier as well. Move, bitches. Is she better than Nicole? For me. They're both good. I think they're both on the same level. Oh my god. So who is Billy? Billy is sort of this retro cowboy aesthetic robot with a also very excitable personality, almost like a kid. He's definitely has one of the more unique designs, like you know, guys, the silhouette theory, that when you like place a character, you need to recognize them just by their silhouette. If you remove all the color, Billy's definitely is going to be easy to recognize. Now, is it reflected in his design? I would say yes. Billy is almost comically over the top. He has this large like chain on his belt. He has this bright red jacket with like this cowboy star on his chest. He has a lot of little details, like for example, did you know his backstory, that he was found by the Sons of Caledon, and that's why he has the jacket with the pig on his back. That's the jacket from them, probably. He has a, once again, comically overlarge belt. He has a skull on his knee, fucking Super Saiyan white hair sticking up. Like if you describe to me like old robot who is into cartoons and is very excitable and is like a kid on the inside. Would I think of this? Yeah, probably. I would think it's something close to this. He almost looks like Marvel designed almost. And yeah, it's not his mask, it's his face. He's a robot. He's a AI construct, a very old one. He is actually older than most characters in the game. And the other thing I don't like is those handlebars on his shoulders. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with those? Am I supposed to grab onto them and then butt fuck him for stability? Is that it? Come on, guys. Let's not be thinking about butt fucking robots, shall we? Why are you guys putting that into my head? So is Billy objectively a good design? Yeah, I would say he has objectively cool design. A very recognizable design. Like, if you see him once, immediately, like, when I say, like, Billy from Zenless Zone Zero, he immediately pops into your head easily because of how recognizable it is. Also, I like that even though there's so many, like, striking details about him and such popping colors, it's still not over-designed. He doesn't have, like, a bunch of bullshit sticking out of him or hanging out of him. It's still very subdued. He has a cross on his ass. Is that what I'm supposed to aim my cock at? But would I place him in an S tier? I don't know. This is a good question, by the way. So S tier I consider to be exceptional designs. Like the best of the very best. Is he an S tier? Maybe? I also, by the way, like his face. If you guys have seen the cutscenes, his face moves a lot. And it's surprising how much emotion they've gotten out of him when his face is just basically a metal plate in his eyes. I would probably put him into high A tier again. I'm kind of ashamed to put everybody into high A. But don't worry, we'll get to the shit designs soon enough. Spoiler alert, I don't like a lot of designs in 2.0. Oh boy. Boy oh boy. It's gonna be some hot takes. For now, I'll put him into the high A tier. Oh, look at that. Every member of the Cunning Harris is on the same level, is on the same tier. I'll put him for now at high A. Once somebody appears in C, we'll think about whether or not he can be compared to Billy. But yeah, Billy is a good design. I like it. Anyway, next, the design I actually don't like. Spoiler alert. Soldier 11. I don't have her. I don't have Soldier 11, so I can't showcase her, so I'll have to do the embarrassing thing of opening this screen. Alright, where is she? There she is. Now, is her design that bad? So who is Soldier 11? Soldier 11 is this a bit of an aloof type of soldier who is very not wordy and not big on showing emotions. Do we see that in her design? Yes, we do see that. We do see that. The reason she looks so boring is mostly because she's a soldier. She's a part of a ball squad, so she doesn't need a lot of like things to showcase her character. It's once again the case of her design showcasing more the place where she works instead of her personality, right? Her personality is in her hair, by the way. This single pineapple, as called by C, the pineapple haircut. And a red like scrunchie on it. To be honest, even for a boring like military design, I still find it quite boring. There's not much to look at with Soldier 11. There's not much to discuss. She does have a backpack like Enby, but even I think Enby's design is better than Soldier 11. We'll see later that we can still make military form design exciting, and you probably already know. Who I'm talking about. This is a military uniform design, but it looks so generic. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I know it's the point. It's the point for it to look generic. I suppose it's still good because it does show her kind of a subdued personality. So she has subdued personality, so of course she doesn't have a bright, colorful design. I think she would be so much greater without the goofy glasses. Oh, I actually agree with you. The goofy glasses is kind of meh. I also don't like her color scheme. Like, once again, she's aloof, a bit of a weird type of loner, sort of introvert, right? And her design colors are black and like orange. And orange glasses, like big silly orange glasses, just like doesn't gel. I think she shouldn't have orange color. She should either have black sunglasses or don't have them at all. And I think the design itself is just not very cohesive. even for a military design. Like, why is there a single red like zipper here? Like, what the did she edit herself, or is it part of the uniform? Why does she have this scarf? What are those things? Why is your sleeves not connected to the fucking uniform? What if you get attacked here? You know, there's a lot of inconsistencies with her design, and it's just boring to look at. Like, once again, I know that's the point, but as we'll see later, you can definitely make exciting military uniform, and that's not it, man. She's definitely worse, in my opinion, than both Wise and Belle. Is she gonna be the first C tier? Probably. I didn't like her design from the very beginning. There's like so many inconsistencies in it. It looks way too asymmetrical for a military uniform. Yeah. And personally, I just don't like it. Let's go Sifa now. Oh, you agree with me? Okay. Thatcher, you're also for the mid C? Yeah, okay. Alright. Seems fair enough. Anyway, next we have a Grace. Making her a graceful... Actually, I do have Grace. Shut the fuck up, Soldier 11. Where are you, Grace? There you are. So who is Grace? Grace is a nerd, also a nerd like Wise and Belle. She's a nerd who is into robots a lot. She doesn't care about anything else, pretty much. But what can you tell... What type of personality does she have? Well, she is... when it comes to anything other than robots, she is very introverted, so she won't touch it, or she won't even engage with it. But when it comes to robots, she becomes this goofy type of scientist. So she's like an introverted, goofy type scientist when it comes to robots. And is it reflected in a mechanic? And she's not a mechanic. She works on robots a lot. She fixes robots, she creates robots and shit like that. Yeah, so is it seen in her design? Sort of. She also works for the Bellabog company, which is a building company, and she uses her robots to build shit. So is it reflected in her design? Sort of. Sort of. She does have that overcoat that she fixes on her belt. Otherwise, her design is sort of mostly practical. She has a tank top, and that's pretty much it. I don't think she even wears a bra. Is it connected? Her sleeves are actually connected. Well, at least one sleeve is connected. She has all those gadgets, but that's for her work. She has like a couple of screwdrivers here. She has a bag here. So her design is very practical, which I expect Grace to have. So for example, this top part looks like just the top, but at the bottom part she almost looks like she threw it together because she doesn't care much. She's all about the practical effect, so she doesn't care that it doesn't look symmetrical, she doesn't care that it hangs out here, she just cares that her instruments are just under her hand. And that's it. Of course I have to mention that I like her big tits. I wish her glasses were a bit smaller. Like, I think the glasses are way too big. Another fun fact is that she doesn't wear socks. Right? So she doesn't wear socks, and why that is important you'll learn in a second. Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Immediate A tier, guys? Come on, we're trying to be serious with the design talk. Immediate A tier, guys? Come on. Oh, you perverts. To be honest, maybe I do agree. So, do I like her design? Yes. Do I like her personality? No. I think she has a very boring, cliche personality. I'm not much into Grace as a character, but I do like her big tits. I do like that the design looks very urban. I already explained that I like that it does reflect her personality, that she doesn't care about anything else outside of her work. I like the simplicity. I like that it reflects her work. I like that everything is there because it needs to be there. There's not like wasted shit hanging off of her, outside of maybe like this thing. But I think it's Bellabog, like Bellabog symbol, so probably Kalada asks her to wear it. So is she better than Soldier 11? For sure. Is she better than Wise and Belle? Yes. Yes, it is better. So now let's think. Is it better than Enby? Yes. Is it better than Nikamata? I don't know. I think it's on the same level. Let's place her between. Let's split the cunning hairs up a little. Yeah, shall we? Let's split the bitches up. Ben 10. Oh man, it's gonna be hard talking about this design because I don't think I'm the main demographic for this type of design. Oh my god, how do I even talk about it? He looks like a big tub of fuck. But okay, is his design objectively good? Yes. So, who is Ben? Ben is sort of like this very calm, very... I don't even remember his personality that well, to be honest. He's very friendly, he's very agreeable, he's very huggable even, I would say. He always helps people, you know. He's very easy to speak with, so he's sort of this easygoing, chilled bear to hang around with. And is it shown in his design? Yes, it is shown in his design. His loosely fitted clothes, once again, he has everything. He also works in Bellabog, so he's a builder. He also has everything that he needs, like, under his belt. Objectively speaking, Ben is a good design. Like, he even has a little chain to express his personality. And it's amazing how Zenless Zone Zero team could take such a big character as the bear Thyron, or a bear, you know, bear human, and like, because it's so, make it so big, but it's so it still looks entirely cohesive. Like, do I believe that this type of creature could exist in this world? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I like that his pants are, like, he has to get big pants, so his pants are sort of loosely fitted, slightly hanging down. I do like that he has nothing, no, like, no additional flares. His design is very simplistic, because the main part of his design is him being a bear Thyron. Especially like his scar. And he even, if you look closely, he has another scar on his ear. Like, his ear is a bit cut over here, right? Do I like Ben design? No, personally, I don't like it. I'm not big into big fluffy bears. That's, I believe, for furry girl lovers, because I think there are some girls who want to jump into his like fluffy chest and hug him all night. You know, this type of deal. It's not for me. I can't really goon to that. Maybe I'd goon to his feet, maybe. But that's a big ask. That's a big ask out of me. Oh, look, it's Freddy Fazbear. Yeah, that was horrible. I apologize. Objectively speaking, he's a very good design. I do like how simple it is. I do like how clean it is. Yeah, I don't have much more to say. We don't have to think about it. I think he's also an A-tier design. Let's place him at the back for now. Because, once again, I like how they like made this big character like structurally cohesive. Like, everything looks like it's supposed to look, so to speak. Right, oh boy, here we go with the shit, guys. You've been waiting for it. Time to really shit on some bullshit. Anton. Oh man, what a tub of fuck. Where is this piece of shit? There we go. Oh my god. Ugh, what the fuck? Where do I even begin with his design? Shit. So he's also builder, like Ben. He's also, you know, works for Bellabog. But I don't know where the fuck I don't know where the fuck they were going with this design. Like, what type of character they wanted to show us. Like, in the game, he's like sort of a very extroverted, yeah, let's do it, bro, type of character. He's obviously based on Gurren Lagann. He says bro a lot. He uses drills. He even has like this Kamina pants. Kamina and Gurren Lagann was also wearing this. But it just doesn't look good. Like, do I believe that this character exists in the Zenless Zone Zero universe? No. No, I don't think anyone's gonna have this gay hair. Anyone's gonna have a choice to wear this loosely fitted jacket. If you're working on construction site, fucking, you know, close the jacket so it's not loosely fitted on you. Like, why the fuck do you have handlebars at the back? Like, what point do they serve? Actually, they might serve a point. Maybe he like hangs a hook there and like goes down the building, something like that. That could work. I mean, okay, there's some interesting things about his design. I do like how his motif is basically this, you know, when the construction site is going on, they put this tape on, and so he's covered with the tape. That's pretty cool, I guess. But okay, let's get down to the central part of his design, his hair. What the fuck were they thinking with it? It looks complete shit. Like, is is anyone here actually thinks this hair looks cool? Because for me, it looks stupid. Like, first of all, like, this is what I hate about, like, Genshin Impact and many other, like, media, is, like, those unrealistic fucking hairs. Like, I know I'm maybe thinking too much about it, and I won't really be touching this point on any other characters, but the problem is, his hair is such an integral design. That's the first thing you see when you see Anton, is his hair. And, like, he has, like, one big strand here, he has two small strands here, there's some weird coloring with, like, puke red and, like, shit brown. I don't know, guys. I just, personally, I don't like his design, and I think it's objectively a bad design. What do you guys think? I don't even have an F tier. Should we create a F tier just for him? Yeah, Anton tier F. I already said everything I have to say about his design. I don't think it's structurally sound. I don't think it's interesting to look at. I think they over-designed him. I think they wanted to create this cool type of character, but they failed, unfortunately. So anyway, next one, the Colada. She's the leader of the Belobog Industries. She is a fiery loli. So she gets, you know, how do I say that? How do I put it politely? She's very easy to anger. She's very easy to change her emotions. She's very straightforward with her. Not straightforward. She actually hides her emotions a lot. She's a bit of a tsundere type character, but she has a fiery heart, so to speak. So she's the fiery heart leader of the Belobog. And is it shown in her design? Yes, it is shown in her design. I think pretty much all aspects of her design show that she's sort of this fiery leader. So we have this tank top with fire motif, obviously a red fire motif. Her huge red hair immediately like strikes out. The first thing you notice, like this entire part, we still have a bit of a cute side to her. She has like this cute metallic bear ears, but her like this prickly tsundere fiery personality is actually illustrated in her hair as well. Do you see how her hair looks like actual fire, like all those thorns sticking out of her? Do you see that? That's pretty cool. I also like that she still wears the Belobog uniform, but obviously she like loosely hangs her coat. I think she shouldn't have been a loli. I know you guys won't believe it, because I usually, well, never mind. I think it would be more fitted to her to be just a small statured woman and not a loli. You guys know what I mean? Okay, let's answer this question. Is she better than Soldier 11? Yes, she is definitely better than Soldier 11. Is she better than Weizen Bell? Yes. It's really hard to compare them. Is she on the same level as Ban? No, I don't think she's on the same level as Ban. I think Ban's design is way more tight, if you know what I mean. Way more tight. They showed her personality in her hair and in her clothing. She looks striking, she looks recognizable. She definitely wins the silhouette test. You would definitely recognize Colada. No, I think she's low A tier. I don't think she deserves to be in B tier yet. Anyway, we'll see what else we'll put in B, and then we'll decide. Alright, Alexandrina. Here we go, the Rena. Okay, so Alexandrina. So who is Alexandrina? She is this very stoic, very warm-hearted. What else to say about her? Well, stoic, yes. Warm-hearted, yes. She has this sort of a bit of a playful nature. The first time she appears, she sort of plays a prank on Anbi. So she has that. She's a very warm person, obviously. She's a head maid of Victoria Housekeeping, yes. So, is it shown in her design? Yes. I believe yes. Like, as soon as you see her face, you're immediately sort of enveloped in this warm energy. Let's get a close-up on her face. Where is she? Like, once you look at her face, the way her eyes are structured, you immediately feel like this warmth coming out of her. And I think her face design is quite amazing for them to portray that. Like, the way her eyes are positioned, the way she looks at you, you immediately feel like that she cares about you. You guys have this feeling when you look at her eyes? That she cares deeply about you. And it does reflect her personality. So I think that was a very good design choice. Now, once again, this is one of those things that is hard to comment on because her clothes is her uniform. So she doesn't really show much personality in her clothes because her clothes are her uniform. The only thing she shows are those red stripes, which I think she put herself to put some contrast on, which do look good, I think. So black, white, and red, they do all look good together, and I think it complements her eyes even. Outside of that, she has a simple maid design, although not that simple. She has a large skirt on her maid with a big, like, cut here, you know? Of course, okay, guys, let's talk about the boobs. She has great, big, jiggly boobs that you want to fucking bury your head in and go like this. Yes. Her boobs are so big, it's like, goddamn. What I like about this design, that it is very simple. It's not overly, she's not over designed. If you know my channel, you know that I don't like when there's a lot of things hanging off her, and there's not a lot of things. There's basically her hair and those two like things, tails. Okay, do you guys want to see under her skirt? Type yes, Papa, if you want to see under her skirt, and I'll show you. I do also like the silhouette. Because her hands are not like at her sides, but she puts her hands here, it immediately creates like this beautiful silhouette of almost like a bell. I'm like, silhouette of a vise! Get it, guys? Okay. So yeah, do I like this design? Yes. Does it reflect her character? Yes. Is it S tier? The problem is that her design is just a maid. Like, it's not a ninja maid, it's not like the cybernetic maid. It's a maid ghost, okay, but it's not really a ghost, she just floats. So her design is just a kind maid. Did they succeed in this design? Yes, they did. But the overall design, I don't want to say the word boring, but it's a bit generic. She's a maid. She's a good-looking maid, she's a well-designed maid, but she's still, you know... Let's place her in A for now, like this. So Corinne, so is Corinne. Corinne is very timid, very introverted maid girl who always tries to do her best, but she fails a lot. Is it shown in her design? Not really, not really. I think not. To be honest, I personally don't really like her design. I think her design is a bit in a conflict with itself. First of all, she has this giant chain. May I ask why? She has this giant chain. If they wanted to add a chain, they should add the chain to her like this, how do I say this, handcuffs that she has. So I don't really know what kind of theme she has. According to people online, her theme is Frankenstein, and I just don't see it. So is she a Frankenstein lolly with a timid character? Do you see that in the design? No, not really. I don't know. I don't think the design is very cohesive. I think they wanted to go like with this metal theme, but failed. She either should have been, she should have some sort of weird metallic uniform. You know what I mean? Then she would look like Iron Maiden, and then we would actually have a theme to talk about. But no, it's just a maiden with a bunch of like metallic things stapled on her. Like, these things look like Frankenstein, you know, like those things on his head. She actually has them on her head as well. But why? Because she had an operation at the early age? Is that why? She also has this giant barrel with a beating heart, and the reason is the ribcage is open. I mean, the reason is because at the early age she had an operation on her heart, which where she almost lost her life. But I don't like Corinne's design. I don't think it's very cohesive. I don't think it's very thematic. Her weapon is a giant buzzsaw, and once again, why? It's like they wanted a theme, but they were afraid to fully commit to it. I think her theme should have been Iron Maiden. You know, not the fucking music group. You know, the Iron Maidens were like this big statue where you put someone inside, close, and they die inside. That would actually be very close to her theming of this girl who is always closed up. She's always timid, she's very introverted, and the whole theme would be her coming out of her Iron Maiden. So her costume should have been something completely metallic, maybe not a dress, but I don't know. Or she should have had more metal. Outside of that, she just has those handcuffs, the chain. The chain just looks weird to me. The chain looks so out of place. Leave the chain to Billy, for fuck's sake. Zipper, no, yeah, there was a giant zipper on the back. Like, what am I supposed to do? Unzip it and go to town on her? No, guys, no, we can't. We can't. No, we can't be thinking that. You guys are perverts. Stop. So Corin might be our actual first. Wait, did I? Yeah, actual first D tier. Is she worse? Is she worse than Soldier 11? Yes, I believe she is. You know why? Because Soldier 11 at least have a theme, and it sort of follows that theme. Corin doesn't have a theme, or at least it wants to have a theme, but it fails in presenting it. Anyway, let's continue. We have Lycon, the many fan favorite. Oh boy, I know you guys like. I know a lot of guys like Lycon. Wait, I don't have Lycon actually. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't have Lycon. So who is Lycon? Lycon is this sort of mysterious type, mysterious, dangerous, you know, this type of fella. He's very responsible. He's very punctual. He has style. It's obviously he takes care of himself. So is it shown in his design? Yes, it does. Yes, it is. Always polite also. Yeah, always polite. You know, so is it shown? Yes, it is shown. It looks, his design screams, I take care of myself and I'm a very important person. You can even see it in his tail. His tail, like, in not very fluffy because he probably brushes it a lot, and he has like belts on it to give it structure and for it to look beautiful. Obviously, the jacket looks amazing. Like, I like this little red like thing. What is it, like a handkerchief or something like that. I do like the contrast of his like golden accents, especially when he takes out his watch. Like that just looks cool. I also like how he always looks like he looks down on you. Also, by the way, another thing, this is our first, like, we already had the Tyrants in case of Nekamata, but this is our first Tyrant who actually is more animalistic. And the one thing I have to compliment the Zenless Zone Zero team is that they made very good animalistic furries. Like, he looks amazing. Like, he does look weird. Like, do I believe this character exists in this universe? Yeah, easily. Yeah, absolutely. I like that his design is very simple. Like, his whole design is that he's a good-looking wolf, right? And that's exactly what you get. No more, no less. He's a stylish, beautiful wolf. Yeah, let's for now put him in S tier. Man, I'm gonna get so much flack for this online. I'm gonna get cancelled to fuck. Move Billy to S? Maybe. Maybe. What I like... Actually, yes, maybe I should move Billy to S. Because I said the exact same thing about Billy. His design screams his personality. He's very recognizable design. It's very sleek. It's exactly what you expect when you hear the words. I said the same thing about Lycan. So yeah, let's go like this. Let's go like this. Oh, nice. Okay, let's get this out of the way. I do like her design. So first of all, Sogaku is part of the Section 6, which is basically a group above public security, I believe. I'm not exactly sure, I forgot a little. But yeah, basically she's a kid who joined through Yanagi. She actually works with them. So who is she? She's like a very excitable kid at heart who is always hungry, but is actually very strong because she is indeed a yokai. She is an oni. Is it shown in her design? Yes, absolutely. She has like this, almost like her uniform is the exact colors of the Section 6. She has a little tie here with, I believe, the fist on it. And yes, it's called fist. I like that, like, they combined a look of a schoolgirl together with Section 6 colors and aesthetics. Like, that's really a good design choice. Her sort of wacky and weird personality is being presented as well with those stickers on her legs. It has those yokai things on her sleeves. Obviously, I like her horns are very long. Her silhouette is very striking. Like, if you look from her from that side, do you see how her silhouette flows? That's pretty good. I like her oversized stompers. So the design is very cohesive. Once again, everything that you need to know about Sokaku is in her design. That she is this very quirky, very life-loving kid who works for adults. Yeah, and she works in the section 6, which is sort of like an office. She of course has like this little tie. So it's like serious on the front but party in the back. You know what I mean? Like, look, like you see her from the back, she's just like a kid with a fun jacket. But you see her from the front, and it's like, oh, she's an office worker. What the fuck? And yes, another thing, this design is very recognizable. As soon as you see it, you cannot unsee it. You will always associate Sokaku with this design. It's very unique. I like how unique it looks. I like the Oni look, of course. Is it ass? No, it's not ass. It's high A for sure. It's not. It's a great design. Once again, I do like how we'll see other Section 6 characters. I do like they all have the similar color scheme, right? By the way, did you know how she advertises the store? You know, in the game you can advertise the store with different characters. Do you know? And like everybody tries to seriously advertise the store. Do you know how she does it? Actually, she doesn't do it. Vice just puts like his store flyer on her horn, and he just lets her out into the wild. That's how she advertises. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with the A tier. Next to Grace is good. So who is Lucy? Lucy is actually a very rich girl from a very rich family who said fuck that and fucked off. There's actually an official search for her with a big reward, like in millions of dollars of Denny's. So she joined like this gang. I do like her design. So the thing about her is, okay, so she's a very highborn type of person. She was very rich type of person. She had like good upbringing, and she decided to ruin all of that. So her design is reflected with that. So of course she has like this biker jacket. She tried to make her hair as asymmetrical as possible, as a sort of rebellion against her parents who probably tried to groom her hair as much as possible. She wears this butt fugly mask because she doesn't want to appear like princess-like. She wants to appear like a real brutal character. She has those biker shorts with the torn up, you know, things. She has those thorns and big high boots. But the funny thing is, and I think is the best about her design, even despite all of her attempts to ruin her image and to appear as brutal as possible, she still looks cute as fuck. That's sort of the funny thing about her design, which I think is amazing. But yeah, she has a tsundere character, which is once again reflected in her design. We see a lot of like these spikes on her, which shows the tsundere personality. She has, I like this pig mask, and the pig mask reflects the way she fights. She fights with those little pig tyrants, so that's reflected as well. So does this design scream a runaway princess tries to be part of the gang of bikers? Fuck yes. I think it screams that part. But yeah, her theming is she wanted to make herself look brutal and maybe even a little ugly to reject her princess-like stature that she had. So she made herself sort of look like this on purpose, but she still failed. I do think she has a better design than Envy. But no, is she worse than... She's better than Collada for sure. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. I feel confident with this one. B final offer, take it or leave it. I took Collada down. I replaced her with Lucy. Do I think Lucy is better than Collada? Yes. I think she's has way tighter design than her. Collada does have a tight design, but as I said, it's sort of a bit weird. I don't think her theming really gels. As I said, she needs to be... I think she needs to be more of an adult. And Lucy, on the other hand, suits perfectly as being a kid. A bratty kid, no less. Yeah. So Piper is a sleepy type of gal who works on cars. She's a truck driver. So is it shown her design? Not really. Her design is reflective of her sort of don't care personality and sort of sleepy personality, because her outfit looks like thrown together. Her hair is like barely tied up. She has like a lot of hairs from always sleeping, like the hair is sticking up, so that looks good. But outside of that, her design is just kind of simple. What I don't like are those giant, bulky pants. Like, what's up with that? I do like her shirts. That looks pretty good. But I'm not a big fan of her pants. I don't know what's that about. Do her designs scream a trucker to me? Not really. Not really. I think she needed like an overcoat, like a trucker overcoat, maybe tied at her belt and like flowing down, sort of like Grace. She does have gloves, but it doesn't look like driving gloves. So her design doesn't really scream driver to me. I do like her like sort of this sleepy, don't care face. That looks pretty good. I do like her top, which is a bit, you know, torn up. But once again, I'm a big hater on those sleeveless, sleeves that are not connected to the main outfit. I fucking hate them. I think they look always awful. Does she look good? Yes, Piper looks good. I like her, but there's a lot of things in her design which I kind of dislike, so... Is she better than Collada? Yeah, she's better than Collada, I think, but yeah, let's put her somewhere over here. She has some inconsistency with her design, which I kinda don't like. She's definitely not C tier. I don't think she's bad enough to be in C tier. Anyway, let's continue. Ellen. And I do like her design a lot. So first of all, she's a shark with a big tail, which looks amazing. She has a lot of details in her design. Like since she's a shark siren, you can find a lot of she does have just a casual made uniform, but do you see like those things? Do they not look like a shark's jaw? Like, you know, like it's open in its mouth? So that design looks cool. I like her things that look like metallic, sort of shark teeth. Obviously, her tail is amazing. She's a schoolgirl, so her like school life is shown through her tail because she has a lot of stickers on her tail. And something that a schoolgirl with her friends would probably do is decorate her tail with stickers. I like her like this fiery, defiant look in her eyes. So who is Ellen Jo? Ellen Jo is a schoolgirl who works for Victoria House Maid Services. She also likes to sleep and has this don't care attitude. Also, is those beauty marks like on her face? The design is really great. I do like you even see like the shark teeth motif on her like this hairband, not the hairband, but this clipper. You see like those shark things. She has a beauty mark here and here and here. Is she, I think the bigger question for me, is she S tier? She's close to S. Is she better than Rena? Probably. Yeah, I do like her more than Rena. Do I like her more than Nicole? Yes, I do like her more than Nicole. I mean, the fact that she has this doesn't care attitude is only shown in her eyes. Outside of that, she does have just a generic male made uniform, but I do like all the accents on it, so it's definitely a strong design, definitely. So she falls into this sort of design not a problem, but design thing that I was talking about, that her personality is not really shown in her design. Mostly the workplace is shown, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing that she doesn't have all the stupid garbage. She wears a police uniform, and that's pretty much most of what can be said about her design. Does she look good? Yes, she looks good. What about her character? Well, she's this determined, kind-natured police officer who is easily flustered and embarrassed. Yes, she wears a police uniform, because why the fuck wouldn't she? She has a big fat ass, which unfortunately I can't show you guys. She doesn't showcase her ass. Yeah, her design is simple. She's not over-designed. Everything is there because it needs to be there. She's a police officer, public security. So yeah, and all the like gadgets on her are the gadgets she uses when like she goes into the hollows. The only unique thing about her design is this like little scarf, not the scarf, little how do you call it, cloak that she has on the back. But once again, it's probably part of the police design. That's it. But I wouldn't say this design is groundbreaking. Like, whoa, holy shit, you guys, it's so groundbreaking. So, yeah, peep the ass, guys.
This is Ju Yuen, a public security officer.
God damn! She's definitely better than B. She's definitely better than Piper, for sure. Yeah, I would probably place her somewhere over here. Somewhere over here, probably. Yeah, looks good. Let's talk about his design then in more seriousness. Once again, very simple design. Who is he? He's a cat boy who works for public security. What's his theme? He's a bit naive. He's a bit, you know, he's not very experienced with the world, which is shown in the story. his design is very simple. The only thing unique about his design is he doesn't have one shoulder, and he once again has those sleeves that are not connected, which I hate. There's not really much to say. Does he look good? Yes, I suppose, but that's not... I'm not the main demographic for this type of character. I do like his tail. His tail is cool. So yeah, once again, he's absolutely in the same boat as Zhu Yuan, so I'm gonna place him right next to her. They're basically the same theming. Next is Chingy. So Chingy is an android, an AI construct, just like Billy, by the way. She is she's older than Billy. So she is shown as a very calm, very collective person. She is shown as a very experienced person with a lot of knowledge. That's because she lived for so long. She's also part of the public security. So is it shown in her design? Unfortunately, not really. But once again, it's not a bad design. Once again, this design sort of falls into the category of she wears a uniform. My only question is, why the uniform so open? Why is she not wearing pants? She still has this color scheme of the public security, and she still has those blues. She doesn't even look she doesn't even look like much of an android. The only android part is like things that connect her legs here. There's even arrows that shows where to connect the legs to. I don't really have much to say about Chingy anymore. I think Chingy is a bit of a wasted opportunity, in my opinion. I think they should have, like, when I say she's the oldest android model that we know in the game universe. She's very experienced. She's seen a lot of things in this world. She remembers all of them. She's very calm, as I said. She's very collected. So, but do you see that in her design? Not really. I think, in my opinion, her design should have been a very official public security, like suit. Like suit, even maybe with a tie. She should have looked more serious. You know what I mean? Maybe she could have some tears in her skin to showcase some parts, to showcase that she's old. She wears the public security officer clothes still, but I think, in my opinion, they should have put like her in a suit, a very serious type of clothing to showcase her serious personality. Anyway, B tier, yeah, I think I agree with you here. I actually think I agree with you here. Is she better than Piper? Yeah, she's pretty much on the same level. Let's place her somewhere over here. Oh my god! Okay, well, I'm sorry guys, but this is not up for a discussion, okay? This is, we'll discuss it of course, but this is not up for a debate. This is not up for a debate. Jane Doe. I think Jane Doe is one of my favorite designs in this game. It's so good! But okay, let's discuss why. So who is Jane Doe? Jane Doe actually works for public security as well. But she's actually an undercover agent, and she undercovers as sort of the street rat. So she's behind the scenes with the criminals and stuff like that. And she uses, I believe, as the trailer implied, it is never really shown, but it is heavily implied that she uses seduction in her line of work. So do we see her her design? Absolutely, fuck yes. From her urban sort of this street clothing. With those sexy booty shorts and torn up leggings. It's a shame I can't show you how she walked, but the way she walks is so hot. It's like, ooh, ooh. I also like this little detail that she puts like her hands in those things. It looks like she almost added them for comfort so she can put her hands there. Do we even need to discuss her giant rat ass? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? I'm gonna goon! Yeah, there's a lot of details about her rat design in this costume that you can find. For example, do you see like this little rat on her... Like, can I see it better? No, it's actually not... But there's like this rat symbol on her neck thing, right? There's the word stab on her side. There's the word disguise for some fucked-up reason, and then there's the word mice. Basically, what can I say about this design? This design is damn near perfect. She looks so good. She looks hot, she looks like a street rat, she looks like a rat. Her face is very beautiful, her hair is pronounced. Every goddamn thing on her is there either because she wanted it to be there or because it needs to be there. Her costume is very hot, she's very hot herself. Like, what the fuck else can I say? It's one of the best goddamn designs in the game. Jerry, if he was... yeah. Now we just need Tom. We actually do have Tom. Wait, I haven't really realized that. In the story, this guy, actually, in the Jane Doe story, this guy actually interacts with her a lot because he doesn't know that she's an undercover agent and he thinks that she's a criminal. But she plays with him entire storyline, making him piss in the toilet. So actually, it is Tom and Jerry, just fucking reverse. I haven't thought about it, but yeah, great find. Yes, what else can I say about her design? It's fucking majestic, dude. She's one of the best fucking designs in the game, so it's easy S tier. Boy, Bernice. I don't have Bernice. I hate this song so fucking much. Gotta hate her. God, she's cringe. So Bernice. So who is Bernice? Let's answer that question. She's a fiery, very active, very extroverted type of girl who likes to party, who likes to drink, who is very confident in herself, who is very show-offy. And is it shown in her design? Yes, it is. Her entire design screams "look at me," and her entire trailer screams "look at me." Her entire personality screams "look at me," and it is reflected in her design. Is the design over the top? Yes, and it's for a reason, because she probably wants to wear something like that. So is this a good design? Yes, of course it's a good design. If I describe to you Bernice, like just by using my words, you don't see the image yet, I just describe to you this party girl, this fiery soul girl, you know, I think you would imagine something close to that. She, of course, even more than that, she actually features the Sounds of Caledon thing as well with her biker jacket still, and those images on her tits. But I'm about to do a hot take here. I don't like Bernice. I don't like Bernice, you guys. I don't like her. Oh my god, am I gonna get killed for that? Oh my god. Okay, is it objectively a good design? Yes. I think they went a bit too far with the brain rot. I think they made her a bit too quirky. They made her so quirky that I don't believe that such a character could exist. I mean, I know what they were doing. I mean, I know what they were going with. I know. I understand it. I just think they went a little too far with it. I'll be honest with you, I don't think she's better than Ellen Jo. I consider Ellen Jo to be better designed than Bernice. If I'm putting Bernice in S tier, I'll have to put Ellen Jo there as well. I think there's some things about the design that are not that great. For example, the things in her hair, her glasses. Her glasses look kinda goofy to me. I'm not a big fan of the fucking shorts that she has under the skirt. Like, she's supposed to have panties, or thongs. This type of slut, she's supposed to have thongs, not shorts. Is she better than Ellen Jo? No, I think Ellen Jo has a better, more stronger, tighter design. Is she better than Alexandrina? I think they're on the same level. Bottom of S? I don't think she's S tier. I'm sorry, Toucher. Don't kill me, but I don't think she's an S tier. She has a great design, yes, I agree. But I cannot put her in S tier. Somewhere over here, I think. Are you about to unsubscribe? Anyway, Caesar. Caesar salad? More like toss in a salad. Am I right? Do you guys know what a toss in a salad means? Licking the asshole. Yeah. I have to exist with this knowledge. Okay, Caesar. So, who is Caesar? Caesar is this confident leader of the Sounds of Caledon. Unfortunately, I don't have much to say about her design. Does her design scream, I'm the leader of Sounds of Caledon and I'm a very confident woman who can kick some serious ass? Not really. The only thing, sort of royal about her is the king fucking thing here, and her black, this feather black thing on her back. Outside of that, she just wears this weird gown. Do I call this a gown? For me, she doesn't scream, I'm the leader. Outside of the king, but her name is Caesar King. She does have big boobs. Yes, this is good. Big boobs are always a plus. But I feel like she needed some sort of flair to her. I'm not sure what myself. I usually suggest what to change about the design, but I don't even know what to do. No strong feelings? Yeah, exactly. That's a good representation. I don't have strong feelings about this design either way. Does it scream I'm the leader? No, not really. Does it scream I'm the biker? Not really as well. She does have a biker jacket, I guess, but you see, you don't even see the biker jacket because of her giant tits. And the tits still the show. That's the first thing you see. But the problem for me is she doesn't really... The design doesn't really showcase her character at all. I think that's the main problem for me. I also think her hair color is a bit weird. I don't know why, but I don't feel like that's the hair color she is supposed to have. I'm not sure what... once again, I cannot even suggest anything. I'm kind of... Usually, I always suggest what kind of change they should make with my limited ability to understand designs. But here I cannot suggest anything. But yeah, I really don't have much to say about Zero design. I think it's kind of bland. Is it bad to be a C tier? I think so. Yanagi, right? Ooh, Yanagi. I don't have Yanagi. That's me. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, Yanagi. So who is Yanagi? You remember we guys were talking about Section 6 and Sokaku? So she's basically the leader, maybe not the official, but she's the leader of this Section 6. So she watches over Sokaku, and this is the woman who found Sokaku. Once again, we see those designs, the color scheme. Yeah, we once again see those blacks, whites, and this greenish color, the color of the Section 6. So her design is very simple, which I actually like in this case. It plays the role of like a mother type character for the Section 6. So she actually oversees everybody in it and tries to make them work together correctly. So Section 6, despite being very strong and playing a very important part in the storyline, they're all kind of a bit of a goofballs. We'll get to them later. But Yanagi is the most serious one of them. So is that seriousness and this motherly care is shown in her design? Yes, sort of, yes. Her design is very simplistic, which I do like. She doesn't have a lot of things on her, but that's for the better. She doesn't overdress. She has this great shirt, great office shirt, kind of shirt I wish Dialine would wear. She looks very official. She looks almost like an office worker, which she is. She has glasses. But unfortunately, I do have problems with her design. I'm not a big fan of this small skirt. I'm not a big fan. I think she should have been wearing tight pants, kind of like Zani from Wuthering Waves. That's my hot take for today. Another thing that bothers me a little bit is her hair color. I think it should have been black or some other variation of it. Her pink hair color really stands out. It sort of strikes your eye right away. You don't even look at her boobs right away. You look at her hair. That's the most like impactful thing in her design. Yes, the boobs are big, the skirt is short, the legs are long. I understand all of that. But I believe they should have gone a little more, even more subdued with her design. I believe she should have been... I think she should have looked more generic. That's a hot take. That's the biggest hot take I've made so far. I think she should have looked more generic. Because Yanagi doesn't really want to stand out. Yanagi understands that she's not the most important part of her team. It's the other team members that are the most important, and she takes care of them all. It is shown her design with her eyes and her official outfit, but I think they should have gone more official. Yes, of course, I would fuck her mouth so hard she would have a spit cum for the rest of the month. The problem is, I'm not trying to rate the waifus, I'm trying to rate the designs. So, Yanagi. So, is she S tier? No, I'm sorry, I don't think she is S tier. I think there's work to be done there. Is she better than Ellen Jo? No, I don't think she's better than Ellen Jo. Is she better than Rina? I think they are very close, but as far as Rina's design go, I would not change a thing, but I would change things about the Yanagi's design. Is she better than Bernice? Well, I personally don't hate Bernice, so we're skipping her. Is she better than Nicole? I think they're sort of on the same level. I think I would put her next to Sokaku over here.
Good.
Okay, lighter. So who is Lighter? Lighter is part of also the Sons of Caledon. He's very responsible and very, very mysterious, very strange, very dangerous type of guy. You know, he likes to portray himself as a, you know, very stoic and very serious type of person, but his goofiness sometimes sort of betrays that. His design definitely showcases that he tries to be and look as cool as humanly possible. So he has these glasses that he always touches. As you can see, he on every transition he touches his glasses trying to look fucking cool. I know this channel will never cross 5k subs. What the fuck? Oh dude, please have some faith in me. What the hell? I'm gonna cry now. I'm trying to be famous here. Get the monies. I wanna get sponsorships and fucking do, you know, like, subscribe to, fucking use the sleeping mask, the Raycon? Yeah, you just insert that shit up your asshole. Wait, I wanna do that shit. Yeah, roasted for no reason. What the fuck, dude? Have mercy. His design is very simplistic, and very straightforward. He is exactly as he's described. So he's strange, mysterious, he's like this dangerous type of individual, and you can see everything in his design. He has this jacket with spikes, he has gold in him, he even has this like danger, that tiger print, and you know, tiger print to showcase danger, and yeah, he has that on his shoulder because he's so dangerous. Of course the glasses look cool, of course his One Punch Man fucking arm bracelet looks cool. Everything about him screams cool. Everything about him screams, I'm the main character. I have the main character energy. I have this goofy main character aura. You know, guys. The only thing I dislike about his design, and that's just me, is his hair color. Once again, why is this puke green? Why is this puke green? But outside of that, his design is very tight. You get exactly what you think when you hear the description of Lighter. You get exactly that. Does he look good? Yes, I think he looks very badass. Once again, I'm not the target audience. Need to make the A tier Lighter. What do you mean? Is it heavy? Well, he's definitely not B tier for sure. No, he's better than Piper for sure. Way tighter design. Is he better than the Catboy? Yes, I think he's better than the Catboy. Is he better than Ju Yuan? I don't know. Is he better than Grace? He's probably better than Grace. Actually, I don't know. He's somewhere in A, for sure. We have a lot of A's, but that's the first designs. They're very good. Don't worry, we'll get some shit in. We'll get some shit down below soon enough. Okay, let's do the last one. Well, I won't do. It won't take long. I'm gonna go and say Hashimi Miyabi is one of my favorite characters in all of gacha games. The only other character who I like more or on the same level is Zani from Wuthering Waves. There is not a single character who I feel so passionate about. I have a Hashimi Miyabi mousepad, that's how much I like her. And of course, her design is absolute S tier. It's the tightest, greatest, and the most amazing design. So who is Hashimi Miyabi? Hashimi Miyabi is a bit of a, how do I say that politely? She's a bit of a slow, artistic type of woman. She's a bit of a she's a very strong but at the same time a bit slow. She doesn't really follow social cues very well. She can stop in the middle of the street and just stare at the cars saying it's time to meditate. Yes, she's a void hunter. She currently is probably one of the stronger people. She's definitely on the same skill as Yixian, but we'll talk more about her later. Her design is of course based on section 6 as we've discussed previously, so she has the color scheme and the jacket. Because she looks sort of like of Japanese origin, her actual jacket transforms into kimono sleeves at the back. That's such an amazing design choice. That looks great. She also wears it loosely, using like this arm is not covered by the, is actually not in kimono for the reason of drawing her sword and using her sword. She has a long black skirt with tights, and I love tights. You guys know after a long day at work you push your face inside of the tights and like give it a good whiff? Of course, that's great. Overall, when you just look at her, she's exactly what you expect a leader of Section 6 to look like. She looks very serious, but then some things betray that seriousness, like her twitching ear. Like if you look at her ears long enough, the ear twitches a little. You see? That's kind of goofy. She, as I said, she has sort of this slow personality, a bit of a, I don't want to say silly. She's not goofy, she's not silly. She's a bit artistic. Once again, I don't want to use that word in case I get cancelled, but you know, you guys know what I mean. And that's one of the reasons why I like her personality so much. She's very unique. As far as gacha games go, I don't think I've ever seen a personality such as this. This super serious, super determined, super serious type of character who is also slow and doesn't read social cues correctly. She also likes melons. Yeah, empty head. She's usually in her own head. She's usually in her own little world. She usually cannot read the room. Evidence of that are all in the main story. If you follow the main story, you saw all of that. In spite of that, she holds very high position. She's a Void Hunter. She's the daughter of a previous Void Hunter. She holds one of the most powerful swords in the universe. Not the universe, the setting. So yes, I really like Hashimi Miyabi. Okay. Who is Harumasa? Harumasa is sort of lazy, sleep-deprived member of the Section 6. And of course, he's sleepy all the time and lazy all the time because of the disease that he has. But I'm not going to go too deep into that. So, okay, this is once again one of those cases where the design is just a bit urban. There is nothing I can really concentrate on. Like, can you even guess, without knowing the character, like what kind of person this guy is? Like, can you guess? Probably not. Yes, I know that he hides the scars behind his choker. I know it's all very sad, but if you don't know that, the design looks just okay. In my humble opinion, I think they should have given him like those masks that you cover the eyes with to sleep better. He should have been wearing that on his forehead. And I do know that the bandana is story significant as well, but he could be wearing bandana on his arm. That would actually give him some flair, some much needed asymmetry that Hoyo really likes. Outside of that, I guess the fact that he's lazy is shown his design through his coat that he lazily put on, doesn't look like it was put on right, but the direction is still respected, so the color scheme of the Section 6 is still respected, so that's good. I guess you can see that he's an archer by this plating on his chest. It exists, so in real archery they use it in order for the string, when it's taut, when you let go, it may hit you on that chest part, and it's painful as fuck. So yeah, Harumasa is a good design now that I think about it, but once again, I can give another compliment. Finally, the tie is the right size, because Chinese cannot fucking adjust the tie properly, and this time it actually goes to his waist level, which is what it should be. I'm thinking B, maybe high B, something like that. Nothing really stands out, nothing. Outside of that, it's urban design, it looks fine, it looks good, but it doesn't blow me away. Alright, next we have, next we have a giant ass. One small step for humanity and one giant ass for mankind. So who is Astra Yao? Astra Yao is an idol, obviously. She is a very talkative, very extroverted idol. Likes to get a little too close to people if we watch their story with Wise. Actually, I want to tell you a funny story. So I was taking a drive with my family, right? Long drive from one town to another town, right? Not to be bored, I played some ZZZ on my phone, and so my mother sees that, right? And I was playing at the moment as Astra Yao. I don't remember what I was doing, it's not important. So she sees Astra Yao and says, how the fuck does this slut move with a giant ass like that? And for some reason, I remembered that. And for some reason I remember that, but yeah, she does have a fucking chonker of an ass, like, god damn. Like, and she is wearing high heels. For being an idol, I think her design should have been way more, how do I say it, bombastic. I think she should have had different hair color. I think she should have had more like things. Outside of that, I do like that her design is simple. I always prefer the simplicity. But in this particular moment, they made it a bit too simple to my taste. She has this weird anal beads on the side. Like, what's that about? I would pay good money for her to climb over here, and I would lie down here, and she jumps ass first on my face. She's not S tier for sure. Is she A tier? I place her in high B for now. I think they got more wrong. I think those designs are way more tighter than Astra Yao. Like, I don't know what to think about Astra Yao. So, okay, we gone through one chonker. It's time to go to another big chungus. You guys like the chungus memes? You guys like that shit? Okay, so who is Evelyn? Evelyn is a defense agency for Astra Yao. She's a very calm woman. She doesn't talk too much. She's more about action. She's very stoic, so to speak. Stoic. Is it shown in her design? Yes, I believe so. She looks very stylish. She looks dressed for the job that she's performing. After all, she is a bodyguard for Astra Yao, so she herself needs to look good. I especially like the tie. I think the tie, once again, is the right size, because Chinese men have some problem with designing ties. But this tie is the right size. Of course, the jacket really pops. I like the flash of red color behind her on the jacket. It's really cool. It's a rare design when they have this official type of pants and suit. Not a suit, but like a tie and shit like that. Miyabi had that as well, and well, all Office 6. I like that. She like wears a short, but there's a zipper for like her uniform there. So I guess this is one big One Piece. Guys, One Piece is real! Yes! Okay. So of course I'd be remiss not to mention her giant, and I mean giant fucking ass. Actually, you can get a better look at it after you use the ultimate. Fucking let me through. I'm busy. Let me in! Alright, so once she uses the ultimate, she actually removes her jacket.
Is a strong offense.
Now we can take a better look at her ass. Holy shit. You guys seen this? She has big tits as well. Also her attacks are really stylish and cool. Can you guys guess what kind of weapon she is using? So she uses this like little dagger with a string attached to it. It looks really cool. I think Evelyn definitely has one of the better attack animations in the game. Looks really cool. Okay, so yeah, that's Evelyn. She has great design, I think. I like the haircut, I like the clothing. Now, I saw a lot of people saying that they want her in S tier, and I think I'll agree. She has very recognizable design. They definitely got the design on point for the type of character that she is. Outside of that, she just looks fucking amazing. So, yes, I also agree that she should be in S tier. She's definitely better than everybody else here. Is she better than Billy? Maybe. Put her somewhere here. The girl's on the left, because we're all goon brains, right, guys? So this is basically an S version of already existing character, NB. This is after we learn about her story as a clone. A very sad story, by the way. If you think about the story of NB and Twiggy's story was fucking depressing, I swear. But as far as so we already discussed NB. NB is this sort of mysterious, stoic, don't say much sort of like Evelyn even, but Envy has more of a goofy side to her. So is it shown in her design here? Not really. To be honest, hot take, I think she looks worse than the original Envy. I swear. Don't hate me guys for it, but I do believe that this is much tighter design than this. Like, first of all, it has a terrible color palette. Like, what the fuck am I looking at here? Black, some greenish here, some bronze here, some yellow here, some yellow in her boobs. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? That's first. Second of all, like, what is all this? Like, she has zippers here for some reason. She has like oversized huge buttons over here that don't button anything. She has these two stupid weird things on her hair, like some poppers. The hair looks terrible, yes, Waffly. The hair looks terrible, like she's not sloppy. Envy is a lot of things, but she's not sloppy. But this hair screams sloppy to me. Like she didn't have time to put in the morning. Like Piper is supposed to have this hair, not Envy. I just don't like. I just don't like. I don't like a lot of it. It doesn't showcase the Envy character. The colors look fucking drab. The hair color is hairstyle is awful, and it doesn't clash together. It doesn't gel together at all. Like I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like what is this? Like why there's a part which exposes her boobs? Like what is this? Do I like button this thing to this part and that's how they're connected? Like, what the fuck are you doing, Envy? So what? She has right written on here so she doesn't confuse which hand is right and which is left. Yeah, I actively dislike this design. I hope that the next agent that they're gonna do a better job at it. Maybe even D tier, goddamn. Well, definitely not Anton tier. Core and main thing is that they completely messed up her theme, and that's the same with this one. I actually put in her in D tier. Is she worse than Caesar and Soldier 11? Yes, I think so. The bakery is about to arrive. The bacon is back in town, baby. So remember when I was talking about Soldier 11 and how they completely missed the mark and how to make the military design not boring? Trigger is the answer. I wouldn't go as far as to say this is one of my favorite designs, but this is a really great design. So who is Trigger? Trigger is a PTSD veteran. She is a qualified sniper. She a bit of a yandere, a bit of a yandere type of character. Is it shown in her design? Yes. There's one thing I dislike about her design, and I will get to it. But first of all, let's discuss everything else. So she has this military sort of jumpsuit that she casually does not zip all the way up. I assume it has to zip all the way up here, but she just casually like lets it hang loose. I'm not sure why, but that's her choice. That's her prerogative. All I can say that it looks good. She has a chest plate, and actually, for once, not pronounced breasts. You barely see them, which I think is unique. She has. I don't know what this is for. I think it has something to do with her job. I'm not sure what that is, but it doesn't take away from the design. It actually makes it better. Even if I don't know what those things are, I assume, because of how they look, that's something to do with her sniping. Of course, the other thing is that we don't see her eyes, which is once again a very unique design decision. The one thing I dislike about her design is those stupid red things. What the fuck are they? These takes it. I know why they put them here. They put them here because she doesn't have eyes. So you need something popping near the eyes in order to draw your attention there. But this is not it, man. That's not it. It like those two triangle things. Like what the fuck are they even? Like I can't even tell. Like did she screw those into her hair? Like what the bullshit? And of course we can't skip when talking about Trigger. We can't not mention this. Holy fuck. Is this probably the best ass jiggle in a video game ever? I don't think I've seen better. This looks so good, I'm actually getting a little chubbed in my cock area. Swear. I remember I was doing, when I was recording for another video, I remember I was doing this. Check this out. I don't know if you guys saw that video, but look at this. You can see the light in between her thighs. Man, I'm gonna turn into a wolf just thinking about it. I do think it's a good design. I think it actually follows the theme of being a blind sniper really well. It's very interesting to look at. It's original, I would say. So I'm thinking either high A or middle of S tier. Well, not low S tier. Is she good enough to be iconic? I don't think so. Is she as iconic as Billy, Jane Doe, and Miyabi? No, I don't think so. She's really good. I would place her on the very top of the A tier. Yes, like this. Before I say anything, I have to admit, I love this design. So this opinion will be a bit biased. I will be biased here. I think Pulchra is one of the hottest fucking furry characters I've seen in video games. Like, holy shit. Well, alright, let's try to be fucking, you know, let's try to be objective for once. Nah, fuck that. This is great design. So the design is, once again, who is Pulchra? Pulchra is this who the fuck is she? She works for the Sons of Caledon right now, I believe. But she is like a mercenary, a bit of a mercenary type of character with this cold attitude, cold mercenary type of deal. Is it shown in her design? Yes, I think so. This mask looks really good, and really sort of pins her as a dangerous woman not to be messed with. She has those, you know, booty shirts, which I like. A very simple top. And a great jacket. Once again, I have to mention, these fucking sleeves piss me off. Is there a single goddamn fucking reason they are not connected to her jacket? I do not get it. This is the only thing that sort of annoys me, but everything else about Pulchra is great. I like that she has actual fur. Like, if you see on her chest area, she actually has fur. And on her stomach as well, you see a little fur sticking out. That's really cool. That's really imaginative design right here. I like her ponytail, of course. I also like the lines. Do you see the lines? Like, the ponytail goes like this and her tail goes like this. So it's a really striking design. Like, as soon as you see it, you want to just go goon, so to speak. She's also a biker girl, so this is respected by the jacket. Overall, it's a very simple but a very effective design. I like it. Of course, I cannot not mention the giant cat ass. You guys into cats? Are you guys furries? Furries are eating good tonight. But actually, I think the weird thing is that the furries don't actually like Pulchra. Well, I do. And if you guys want to see her without the mask, I can show that. I can show that no problemo. There she is. She's actually on my card. That's her without the mask. Would like to kiss that snout of hers. Very simple design, and in this case it works. The simple design works because I don't imagine Pulchra wants to like put a bunch of shit on her. But is it as iconic as Jane Doe and Evelyn? No, I don't think so. No, of course not. Kete the Seventh, hello there. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Wait, are you actually the Kete the Seventh, the dude who fucking makes those tutorial videos about how not to be a fucking loser and actually play the game properly? Vivian Esther. Oh wait, we have Vivian now. Wait, I have to place Pulchra first. So Pulchra. She's definitely not S tier. I would personally put her into S tier, but we're talking about objectivity here, so I don't think she is. Alright, so is she better than Trigger? No. Is she better than Ellen? No. Is she somewhere over here? I think this is a good place for her. Yeah? So who is Vivian? Vivian is damaged a bit with damaged probably is a wrong word. She's a bit weird, psychotic, yandere type of girl. She had bad childhood, of course. Every Zenless Zone Zero has a horrible backstory. But yeah, she's sort of this yandere goth lady. And is it shown in her design? Yes, of course. She looks like a, she looks like a real goth lady. The outfit, I can't comment much. Like, her outfit doesn't really reflect her personality much, but the outfit just looks beautiful. I like how realistic it looks. The only unrealistic part is this. Like, why is this part is exposed? Like, there's no reason for it. But outside of it, everything else looks perfect. I like her thigh. How do you call those again? Thigh? Oh shit! Sorry, flashed her panties real quick. Of course, when you talk about Vivian, you cannot not mention the hair. Those big drills. Hello, Kaka. Holy shit. Thank you very much for answering the table, so we can't fucking asshole. So, when you mention the hair, and this design really does look beautiful. I guess it doesn't really showcase very much. It doesn't really give me all those younger vibes. Hey guys, I'll show you the panties, guys. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, give me. Holy shit. Alright. So that's Vivian design. It's a good suit, but I don't think it's S tier. I do not think it's S tier. It looks really beautiful. As I said, my problem is it doesn't really showcase her character. But it's definitely going into A tier, probably. Vivian, A tier. Is she better than Trigger? No, I don't think so. Is she better than Ellen Jo? She's somewhere over here. Probably somewhere here. So who is Hugo? Hugo is the sort of thief-type gentleman character. He's almost like wants to leave a rose at each one of his fucking deals. He's a dangerous man, of course. He's like, you know. So first of all, I like to say that I like those official dresses in gacha games. Not a lot of characters have those. I hate those Genshin-looking fucking drab dresses. So when I see a good-looking suit in a gacha game, I gotta lock in. That's a really cool design on Hyuga. I like that his tie is actually the correct size. Well, maybe a little too long. The tie should end here at the waist. But overall, Hyuga just looks great. I like the color scheme, the black and like this dark purple with a white purplish tie. Really pops, really good. My only problem is those things. What are those? I don't know. He like attaches some sort of metal band that goes behind his tie. Maybe this is a tie holder. Actually, I think this is a tie holder, right, guys? So the main question is his design reflective of his personality? Yes, I think so. His design is reflective of his personality. As soon as you see him in the story and you hear him in the story, if I describe Hyuga to you and what he does, I think you will imagine something close to this. So this design is damn near perfect. The only thing I dislike are his eyes. I think he does need to have different eyes. It kind of takes away from his design a bit, I think. But overall, it's very classy. It's very, it's very formal, very classy. He has nice butt cheeks. Unfortunately, I cannot show you his butt cheeks because I don't own Hyuga. But he has very tight ass cheeks, which is obviously a plus. So, is Hyuga better than Trigger? No. Is he better than Vivian? No. Is he better than Ellen Jo? I would say he's somewhere over here. Son of a bitch. Between Pulcra and Reno? Yeah, I think he's Pulcra is better designed. Definitely. Yeah, okay, this looks good. Who is next? Oh boy, here we go. Time for some hot takes. Time for some fucking hot takes over here. I hate Yixuan design. I think they cooked bad with it. Okay, so who is Yixuan? She's a high-ranking monk who is a bit aloof, so to speak. Like a bit. Well, I don't want to say the word slow, but she's a bit aloof. She's a bit, she doesn't care what happens. She's like, yeah, it's gonna work itself out. So, is it reflected in her design? No, fuck no, because she looks like a hooker or something like that. In my humble opinion, I think she should be wearing something like a, loosely fitted kimono or something like that. Like, it's not tied properly a little because she doesn't care, sort of like that. Instead, the only, monk things about her are those sleeves, and that's it. Outside of that, we just have this bakery at the back and some coins tied up. That's the only thing that shows off her monk nature. But why in the love of fuck did she wake up and decide to put this thing on one foot? nothing about her design really reflects her personality, and I think the design clashes with itself. So we have this sort of monk attire at the top, but then as it goes down, it just falls apart. We have those. She has those. How do I zoom in on her tits? Let me zoom in on her tits. Can I zoom in on her tits? Oh, here we go. So she has this weird like thing below the drapes. So she stole the drapes from the shower, right? And she put it over this bra. Is this a bra? I don't know. Then we go down and we have this disease that Zenless Zone Zero designs caught in 2.0. She has this like booty shorts. How do I call them? I don't know how to call this part. She does have an ass. She does have a back. I'll give you that, guys. I don't like her hair. I don't like this black thing that she has. I think it looks fucking idiotic. Yeah. So hot take. Hot take. Hot take. Hot take. Oh, sorry guys, I get sometimes like that. I do not like her design. I think she's worse than Astrayao. I think she's worse than Harumasa. I think she's worse than Piper. Actually, put that bitch in a C tier. Above Caesar. Yeah, put that bitch down. Okay, next, Jufufu. Guys, I really like saying the name Jufufu. You guys like the name Jufufu? For some reason, it's like rolls off my tongue real nice. Jufufu. I'm gonna drop another hot take on you guys. I think your design is quite boring. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. I know I'm losing all the viewership right now, but I think your design is a bit boring. So who is Jufufu? Jufufu is that very excitable, very happy, very excitable type of girl, type of gal, I would even say. Is it shown in her design? Not at all. Not at all. We know that she likes food. We know that she likes kung fu movies. We know that she's very excited about everything. She enjoys her life fully. But her design is just this Yankai Summit shirt and shorts. That's it. If I describe you Jufufu, so close your eyes for a second, guys. Trust me, I'm not gonna push a cock down your throat. Close your eyes for a second. If I describe you, this is a tiger girl, right? Orange tiger girl. She's a ball of energy. She brightens up any place that she walks in. What would you imagine? Would you imagine a fucking orange half jacket and dumb shorts? No, she should have more flair to her design. You know. I do like how she looks. I like her face. I like her hair. I like her tail. This all looks fine. But the clothes themselves are just so fucking boring. There's nothing to look at. When I imagine Jufufu in my head, the only thing I think about is her hair. And the only part I like her design is cute ribbon on her tail. Yes. The ribbon does look cute, and it's actually the same color as as her stompers. I don't think she's definitely better than Collada. She's better than Ixuan for sure. She's better than Chingi. Chingi is also boring as fuck. She's somewhere over here, I think. Now, unlike both Yixian and Jufufu, I actually do like the panda design. Like, once again, who is this guy? He's a cook. He's the member of the Yankai Summit. He's a monk, obviously. Is it shown in his design? Yes, it actually is shown. So he wears this kimono, the one that Yixian should be wearing. So he wears that. I also like how they create those bear characters. Like, it's very hard to make such a large character look good. But they did. He does genuinely look pretty good. I like those loosely fitted pants on him. He does look like a monk. The cooking theme is being presented by his hat. And, this thing like on his head. I don't know what it is, but it looks like this roll they're eating. I think it's actually a sweet roll on him. He's fat. He's huggable. This is the exact design. If you guys tell me, like, imagine a big panda who is a monk and he also is a cook. This is something close to what I would have imagined. I like his little glasses as well. I like those silly little glasses they gave him as well. He's definitely better than B. He is definitely better than B. Alright, we'll skip a bit, so... He's definitely not better than fucking Bernice. Is he better than Nicole? Yanagi, Sokaku... Actually, let's place him with Ben. Let's place him with Ben. They're both great bear designs. So, Alice. So, let's go like we usually go. So, who is Alice? Alice is of noble blood. She's a noble lady who hates asymmetry, ironically having asymmetrical eyes. That's pretty much she's a bit naive as well. So is it shown in her design? Yes, of course. So one of the things I like about Zenless Zone Zero designs is that they are very simple. They don't go overboard. So this is one of such case. So she basically just wears a school uniform, and in order to make the design unique, they added like on the stomach they added this little face, right? So it could draw the eye. Another thing that they did is they changed the, made the eyes different color. So in this case it actually works. You see with Hugo, for example, Hugo's different eyes actually take away from his design because his suit already looks very good and very poppy. Alice, on the other hand, has very simple design. So her eyes being different is actually what draws us to her chest. I mean, to her eyes. Sorry, a bit of a Freudian slip there. Outside of that, there's really not much to talk about with her design. I do like her ears. They're not as good as Miyabi's ears, of course. I do like her big stompers. Yeah, I guess I also like the disposable rapiers that she uses, sort of like... oh, never mind. But that's not really part... Well, it is part of her design. She does hold it, but yeah. I guess my problem a bit that the design is a bit boring. Actually, I think I'll put her in B for Urban looks good, because that's exactly what she is. So I'll place it in B like this. So who is Yuzuha? Yuzuha is a prankster. She's a very cheeky type of goblin girl, right? Is it shown in her design? No, not really. Once again, this is one of those urban designs. She just have a sweater on and some frilly type of skirt. Son of a bitch. The biggest part of her design is actually her hair. Her hair is big and long, and like she braids this into two ponytails, pigtails even. The one thing I like is how the lines on her arms coincide with her hair. You see that? That's pretty cool. I guess the only part about her being a prankster is the tanuki on the back and the fact that she has different type of leggings. So you can even see that, like, the skin on the skin, that the sock gets a little like flustered over here because she obviously pulled it down, and not many other designs feature that. Fucking Honkai would never. Of course, I like how her leg thigh deforms over here. What do you guys think she smells like? Okay. Another cool detail is that she's not a Thyren, but she sort of does have a tail as a Tanuki, so they probably wanted to make her Tanuki's Thyren. So overall, it's definitely not a bad design, but it falls into the same problems as Alice, as Vice, and as everybody else. She looks good, but that's all there is. There's nothing that really pops, there's nothing that's really super iconic outside of maybe Tanuki. I would honestly also put her in B tier, high B tier. Okay, time for another hot take. You guys ready? You guys like hot takes? So Seed, right? Seed. But unfortunately, her design is so fucking boring. She's worse than Yuzuha for sure. So, who is Seed? Seed is a psychopath. On the inside and on the outside, she's sort of this bubbly, happy girl, right? Where the fuck are any of this in her design? She has this almost like, I don't know, clinical gown, like they use in hospitals. It looks terrible. So she has this like gown, this horrible looking colored pants. Okay, I'll give you this, guys. She has a great bakery. She bakes a lot with that ass. I would definitely want to give her a couple of snips. But this design overall looks messy. It looks messy as fuck. It honestly looks kind of ugly. Like this ugly white gown, like this ugly pants for some reason, which for some reason like have an open spot here. Like, what the fuck is the point of that? She has like for some reason her tits are connected by this string. Like, why the fuck do we do that? Now I understand what they wanted to do. They wanted to, because she was experiment subject, so they wanted to give her those sort of like clinical gown type of deal. But it just doesn't work for me. The only thing I like about her is the hair. I think the braid looks beautiful. That's true. I think her hoverboard is interesting, so to speak. I like her feet, of course. I do like Seed. I do like her robot. I think her battle animations look good. Her story is great, but her clothes are just terrible. And once again, I have to yap about this, but I hate those fucking things with passion. You know, the sleeves that do not connect to the main body of the clothing. I hate those. They look stupid as fuck. The only time it works on the gothic Lolita type of character, you know, with frills and stuff like Vivian. On Vivian it could work, but on everybody else it's just useless. I think she actually joins the D tier together with Soldier, Sunby, and anyway, Orphe. Here we go. The only thing I like in Orphe's design is her tail. So first of all, who is Orphe? Orphe also belongs to a ball squad, just like Trigger, just like Soldier. So she has this military design going on her. And we've seen how to do this design properly on Trigger. So the upper part of her design looks okay. It looks normal. It's a military uniform with some additions on it, so it's really fine. My problem comes as soon as we go down this point. What the fuck is this? Why is she wearing those thigh, those, how do you call them? You can't even see it, but first of all, she's wearing booty shorts. Once again, the 2.X cannot stop putting booty shorts on anyone. Then she, outside of the, by the way, yellow booty shorts. Then she has those stockings, right? They're called stockings, and it seems like, official on the top and party at the bottom, but that's not the Orphe that we know. So Orphe is this ditzy type of character. She's a bit ditzy, she's a bit aloof, she's a bit weird, she appears a bit, I don't want to say brain challenged, but appears a bit simple, so to speak. So I think what they should have done, they should have actually put her entirely into the uniform. So she should remove the booty shorts, give her normal pants, but this uniform is somehow loosely fitted on her, because to show off her ditzy personality, like maybe it's not zipped up properly. Like this thing could like be opened and we could see like part of her breasts because she couldn't be fucked to zip it properly. That would show off her more of her personality. Outside of that, as I said, the problem is that it looks great at this part and it falls apart here. Like, why the booty shorts again? It just doesn't fit the character at all. And overall, because of that, because there is, outside of the tail, there's like nothing to look at. There's no point of her design which attracts the eye outside of the tail. Well, tail of course is part of her design, but she's not that bad. I don't think she is Caesar bad, although she could be. She's definitely not better than Jufufu. She's definitely not better than Tsingi. Maybe somewhere over here. Oh, here. Yeah, somewhere over here. Let's put the two red-haired girls together. That's really cool. Okay, so Minato. So who is Minato? Minato is this very kind-hearted wolf with a delinquent past. Do we see that in his design? Fuck yes. I'm gonna go straight away and say that his design looks great. It's very simple. This is what I'm talking about, urban design. His design is still urban, so it's the clothes that in this world people could realistically wear. There's nothing about his design that is, very fantastical or anything like that. He has normal cargo pants, he has a jacket, but he still looks great. You still look at it and think like, oh my god, what a cool aura farmer, right? Even though he still has an urban design. That's what I'm talking about, that you can make the urban design look interesting, look poppin', and his design pops. So it should be boring, but it's not. Like, the gray cargo pants don't do it for me, but the fucking jacket is great. Especially the part that goes behind. It reminds me of Virgil. Fucking looks amazing. He also has dyed hair, of course, because he's a bad boy. He's a baddie, so to speak. So he has red hair in the front and black hair at the back. He has great big long tail. Well, of course, he's built like a fucking temple, so to speak. Once again, it's very interesting to see that they play with the body proportions of characters. And I like that he's actually like super big. Like, can you imagine getting stuck between his chest and But yeah, his design is very recognizable. You look at him. If I describe you Minato, you would probably imagine something like this. So they get this right in the design. I don't know why they had to pull my boy down and gave him an A tier. They gave him an A tier already. Look, he has it on his sleeve. I do like his arm bandage thing. Yeah. I do like the necklace that he has. It really pushes the eyes towards his chest. I would almost put him an S tier. I do think his design looks great. But unfortunately... is he S tier? No, I don't think he's S tier. Fuck, it's another one for A tier. I still like Trigger more, I still like Vivian more, I still like Ellen Jo more, I still like Pulcra more. Somewhere over here. Let's get controversial. I hate Lucy's design. I think this design is fucking trash. First of all, why does she have Section 6 color scheme? Second of all, why this costume again? It's the same shit as fucking Yixian. But I think everybody already noticed that. Who is Lucia? Lucia is this mysterious but overexcited goat who watches you at night, and she works only at night. And she is based on summoning monsters. So you look at the design, and what do you see? Do you see any of this, what I described on her? The only part of her design that speaks to me like this night crawler summoner type of deal is her hood. Her hood is good. Like, from this side, Lucia looks good. But from this side, she once again looks like a whore. She's a slut. She once again have this awful fucking booty shorts or whatever the fuck it is, the same shit that Yishan have. It doesn't look good. It looks kind of weird. Once again, who is she? She's a summoner goat who works at night. I would imagine her to wear something like a robe, you know, like a castor robe or something similar to that, with this same hood. And if you want to add goon into that, you can make the robe shorter, like this size, and when you run, you can see her panties or something like that. And panties have like goats on them. That would be cool. They really missed an opportunity with Lucia. She does not look at all as her character would describe her. The only part I like is, as I said, is the hood and her face. Her face is kind of cute. She looks, if you look at her face closely, she looks like a bit silly to me. I don't know why. I think it's how the eyes are placed. She looks a bit like I'm a goat, like this. And I like it. That's cool. But her color scheme, this swimsuit shit, this one piece, yeah. I like her eyes. I like that her eyes look just like goat's eyes. That's pretty cool detail. I like her tail, I guess. Her tail is pretty cool. But outside of that, yeah, this swimsuit, like, she should have had a robe, like summoner robe or something like that. Drop that bitch in an S tier. Well, maybe not as bad as C tier, but I think I'm placing her in C tier because they really missed an opportunity with her. She had the ability to be like one of the most imaginative designs out there, like this crazy researcher, nightcrawler type of deal, but no, she just has the generic fucking swimsuit, you know. Okay, so who is Yithari? Yithari is actually kind of hard to place personality-wise because personality bell, more like. Get it, guys? Personality-wise, you know what? Okay, guys, you're free to unsubscribe if you're free to unsubscribe, guys. I apologize for that joke. I'm gonna slap myself. Okay, so who is Yithari? Yithari is a proxy. Actually, what is her character? I don't even know what her character is like. Like, what is she like? She's just. What is her character gimmick? I can't even put it into words. Like, she's this seductive, I guess, type of gal, but her seductiveness doesn't really come with the story. So anyway, once again, the biggest problem of her design is that they once again used this fucking booty short one piece shit. I don't know what they have with this design, but I'm sick of seeing it. I do like her tails. Of course, the tails look cool. I don't know why she put stickers on them. Once again, Ellen Joe put stickers on her tail because she's a schoolgirl, and I sort of expect the TikTok girls to decorate her tail like that. I don't understand why Yitari would put shit on her tail. I don't think she's this type of person. Check out her ass though. That's nice. Oh, what the fuck was that? Did you guys see that? Am I breaking the game? You guys seen this shit? Oh yeah. Okay. But yeah, I don't even know what to talk about her with her design, but let's try. So she has this awful one piece once again, but we talked about this already. I don't understand why they had to make it so she has only one stocking. Like, why doesn't she have two? Like, what's the point? I also don't like the frilly things on the left side. Like, what's the point of that? It looks kind of dumb. But there are things that I do like about her design. I do like her hair. I mean, they kept the octopus motif on her hair. I do like how it goes in a spiral a little bit. I do like her shoes. If you guys look closely on her shoes, there's like also the octopus motif. There's even little octopus on her heels, which is a good design decision. And once again, the sort of brilliance of early designs can be seen here still. The many tails, of course, look great. It's very imaginative, very creative, very cool. But if you look at her as a whole, she once again stinks of this Yankai Summit boring design. I don't know myself what she should have been wearing. Yeah, actually, give her the pants, keep the shirt, make the shirt like loosely hang over one side, and keep everything else. Remove the sleeves. I hate the sleeves. These sleeves should go to Vivian, not her. Why does she have those sleeves, which looks like a goth motif? Let's put her. Is she better than Astra Yao? Maybe. Yeah, let's place her somewhere like this. Who is Dial-In? Dial-In is this excitable, very upbeat call girl. Well, not call girl. She's she works in the call center. And is it shown in her design? No. The only design that connected to the phones is the cord and the phone on the back. But I don't understand why the phone looks like that. Like, why is it old type of dial phone? I know she's a dial-in, but there are smartphones in this universe. So this thing, I think, just looks stupid. The problems, once again, her character is not being represented in her design at all. She wears some sort of weird apron type of shit, which just doesn't make sense at all. I don't like that her hair, I don't like those buns on her head. Those buns look stupid, they're almost as big as her head. It kinda looks ridiculous. She has tons of shit hanging off of her. She has this hanging off, this. She has two giant tails on her back, which flop around, and they don't look structurally interesting, unlike Yuzuha's, for example. Yuzuha's hair looks way more interesting than this one. This one just hangs off like fucking drapes on a mattress. And so yeah, I'm not a big fan of Dial-In's design. I don't think it's once again the case of missed opportunity. I think they could have really made something creative with the phone theme. Also, her tie is stupid. She has this little golden tie, which is once again placed incorrectly. It's not even attached. She has the tie clip, but the tie is not attached. You see it flops around, so that makes no fucking sense. I think she's worse than B. Place her here. Together with Lucia, they will create the missed opportunity gang. I think he looks great. It's once again the case, just like with Manato, where they play with proportions, and this time we have this buff robot with huge arms, and he looks striking right away. Like, you see him and it's like, oh, what is this design? So, but overall, he doesn't really have much going on, like on his clothes and shit like this. The only the only piece of clothing he has is this sash that he ties. The only piece of clothing that he has is that little thing that he ties for some reason, but they needed to add some clothes, because outside of that, he just has a robot body, kind of like Billy does, but Billy design is way more striking. I think if you put this hair on Billy, that would be fucking great. He obviously has a ball motif, like he touches the balls here, He has balls in his joints. He has balls on his palms. He has balls on his back. So his idea and his method of attack is greatly represented in his design. I like that this is original design. This is what I'm looking from a design. Ban Yue looks striking right away. It's like, oh shit, what is that? You immediately want to know more about this character and what his deal is and so on. He looks original. He looks great. Yeah, I really like his animations. I like his counter. So yeah, Ban Yue, let's place this bitch before I kill over. I think he's in. I'm gonna put him once again in A tier. So let's just think about it. Probably somewhere over here, right? Probably somewhere over here, right? He's definitely better than fucking Nicole. Is he better than Bernice? This I don't know. Yeah, probably somewhere over here is good. A tier again, boys. This is going to be a biased review, once again. But I do like Zhao's design. I think it's very creative. So Zhao is sort of this high-ranking member of Krampus, and she's sweet on the outside but very dangerous inside. Is it represented in her design? Not really. The only part that has been represented that she's unassuming, cute rabbit girl, which I think is the point. But outside of that, I just like how animalistic she looks. It's the same case with Pulchra, that Zenless Zone Zero creates really attractive, really cute, furry characters, and she is no exception. I like that she has a lot of fur on her legs. I like that she has a lot of fur here. Her giant ears look cute, but outside of that, her clothes are a bit. The clothes are okay. She has like this sort of overalls. But it's once again the case of the urban style. Like there's nothing too special about her clothing. She just wears like a shirt and this overall slash skirt. But outside of that, like her entire image, like how she looks, is great. We can also see her panties real quick. That's it. You guys don't get no more. Your small boy can do anything special. Yeah, I agree. I'm actually glad that she's not over-designed. I'm glad that they decided to keep it simple. Overall, her design looks great. I like how those things contrast with colors with her clothes. I like the green the green glow on her balls and on her chest. I like the figure that she has, the sort of hourglass shape with the skirt puffing out. That looks pretty cool. Her hair looks great. So yeah, there's a lot of compliments I can give here. Yeah, she looks very squeezable. Place her in S tier. I actually am tempted to place her in S tier because she looks so unique. She really looks unique. She looks like nothing I've ever seen. I am tempted to place her in S, actually. Like this. Am I gonna be called a furry fucker for this? You guys gonna put a furry sticker on me after this? You guys gonna unsubscribe after this? You guys hearing this? So, Yishan Gang, alright, time for another goddamn hot take. Time to lose all viewers once again. I'm not a big fan of her design, unfortunately. No. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's like Anton tier. And I definitely think she is better designed than Seed, for example. And other characters in C and D tier. She's definitely better than fucking Dialine, I can tell you that much. Okay, let's go over the things that I like. What I like are her ears. I really like how Zenless Zone Zero designs play with the animal ears. Sometimes they're just sticking up, but sometimes they actually use ears as part of their hair. So those are her ears, I believe, and it looks like part of her haircut, which I think is a great idea. I don't think I've seen it anywhere else, though that's pretty good. Her color scheme is pretty good also. I like her red eyes. I like those red stripes, they really pop, they really attract the eye. The main problem for me is that her main clothing looks kind of boring. And it looks once again like Genshin fucking Impact. And if I ever have to talk about Genshin Impact again, I'm gonna go suck a cock or something like that. Her boob window is cute, of course, but she has so much things on her clothing. We don't see it very much, we don't see it here, but when she moves around, She has so much shit shaking on her body. She has those stripes, she has her long hair, she has her clothing also like moves around when she moves. So when she moves, she looks sort of like a distorted blob, to be honest. And the design is not that exciting to look at. Like, what's the most exciting thing about her design? That's pretty much nothing. Like, we just seen Zhao. Zhao is immediately interesting to look at. What are the other great design? Jane Doe, you see Jane Doe, you go like, oh shit, what is that? That looks cool. You see Miyagi, you're like, oh wow, what's her deal? You see Evelyn, and then you think about ass all the time. But then you see Ishan Gang, and it's like, okay. I don't feel anything special from this design, is my main point. I think actually her alternate clothes, where she wears a skirt, is better than the original design. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't like those things sticking out of her behind her hair. Like it looks stupid. Like, why does she need those red shit popping out of behind her? Is it better? I think her brother has better design. No, it's not bad. You are indeed totally correct. Her brother has a theme, so he's a monk. Obviously, he's a responsible monk, and his design reflects it. His clothes are always properly equipped. He looks way better, and she looks slacking. And slacking is not really her personality type. Like, she didn't even have the strength to button this part. Low B? Yeah, probably low B. She's definitely better than Colado. She's better than Orphe. She's better than Ishuan. She's better than Sengi. She's better than Fufu. She's better than Piper. She's better than Harumasa. She's better than Alice. Somewhere over here, I think. Not low B, but somewhere over here. Maybe like this. Actually, I think Astrial looks better than her. Yeah. Something like this, I guess. Alright. So that's it, guys. That's the end of my design tier list. What is your opinion? Am I shit? Do I have shit taste, or am I correct? Would you agree with this tier list? It's a bit, maybe just a bit boring, just because it has military theme and not much else. Yeah, maybe like this? Yeah, probably. Sogoku, Grace, Nekomata. No, Nekomata is better than Grace. Fuck off. Move, bitch. I want to thank you very much for coming on today's stream. It's really cool that Kate rated me, and I hope you join me next time for the streams. I hope you check my channel out. There's some cool stuff to find there. It was a cool time. Thank you very much. You're making me blush. So yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for donating. Wait, nobody donated. Just thank you for joining. Hope to see you guys next time. Thank you very much. I'll go, drink a lot.